G'day mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So I've got one smelter half done, another smelter quarter done. Basically I got sick of filling up with landfill, going and running over, placing a little bit, running back and forth. So I just decided, look, I'm just going to let the bots landfill, and they'll get to it in time, right? But I did decide, look, we need to optimize these builds. First off, we need to actually put the the steel into the train. Requester. And we're going to set you to 100 steel. We don't need any more than that. The bot should be able to move this stuff fast enough, around fast enough that it should take care of itself, right, without too much hassle. Now, unloading the ore. Now, let's just get a calculator up real quick. We're doing 2.4 clear 2,400 steel per minute. Okay, so we know for, where are we? We're down here. So we know for one steel, we need 5 iron plate. So it's 1,200 iron plate per second. Per minute. Divided by 60 to get iron ore is 200. Divided by the amount of wagons we've got means we need 20 per second out of each wagon. Stack and Setter does 27, so we don't actually have an issue. So we just need one unloader for iron ore, one loader for steel. Nice and simple so far. Next problem. We had to get copper and plastic in here. Now, copper and plastic, we're talking about sharing a train, so I'll have the train come out, go over here somewhere, pick up plastic, come back via copper, pick up copper, and then go back into the station. So it basically means we need one of these builds. And I guess the logical spot to put it is right below, which is still all water. Bots build faster. Let's trash that, trash that, trash that, trash that. For the moment, I'm going to join the robot networks as often as possible. So I just have one storage, one lot of building, and then I will flush all the networks after we're done. Okay, but that also left us with all that leftover copper that we had to find a use for. So we've already got one rocket part here. Let's see whether we can get the other rocket part here. This needs blue circuits and speed modules. So let's start with, actually, we've got this in our little blueprint book. That needs to go back, and that goes, at the end. We need to pull out that one. Alright. Now, I do need the network separate to start with. And then I'll just join them really quickly. By having a roboport in my inventory, which I don't at the moment, because they all got placed half a second ago. No, of course there's none left. Building train, come here. I really wish the building train had some construction robots on it, because I'd happily flood this network with 500 robots just so landfill and other things get put down quicker. Because as I build down, these roboports will access more and more water, and it will all get landfilled eventually, slowly, over time. Alright, so I'm going to need those, obviously. I'm going to need roboports. And that's all I need just to get me started. I'm going to put a robot here. I don't know why I have these silly inserters. I don't know why they're there. Okay. That's a roboport. Can I have like 300 landfill, please? I just want to fill in this section real quick. Yeah, I am staying in a network. Just this little bit, guys. Just that. A little bit more to go. Yeah, sure, this whole corner's missing, but one problem at a time. Alright. So if we plop down one of these, just one of these. Actually, I might go... We have a Z station right there. Do I run the... Alright. Let's get rid of that. And let's go pick up this build and bring it with us. I think that's the easiest way to do it. It means we lose this number if I use max rate calculator again. So I've got to remember not to use max rate just whilst we've got this build sort of halfway between position A and position B. Decommission, 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 decommission. Go bots. I just noticed the absolute lack of trains on the network. I'm looking for a train out of fuel. I'm expecting a train blockade somewhere. No, we just maxed out on iron again. Okay, I'm going to have to find somewhere to get the iron out faster on the belts. Same time, this copper's dead. This iron's not healthy. A lot of these temporary outposts I set up to drain areas. They're working. They're definitely draining. You're jammed up because we're waiting on the coal, which is completely backed up. You're going flat out. Got a power problem? Oh, good trick. You are still part of the network? Oh, good. Let's just put a substation there. I'll fix that problem. Okay, I packed up half the build. Let's get the other half packed up. It doesn't take long to pack up a whole build and whack it in your inventory. Really, really doesn't. This is one of the reasons I build the builds like this. I whack them down with the full intention of we're just going to pack them up. And we'll put them in our inventory. We'll run them wherever they're going to go. We'll put them straight back down. You know, it uses a little bit of bot charge, but so be it. Alright, everybody back in my inventory. Excellent. Oh, train. Shit. My inventory is very expensive at the moment. Do not accidentally stand in front of a train. We want to go straight south. Do not take my beacons away from me. They are mine. So, nothing in there anymore. Alright, bring me more landfill bots. Again, we're going to have to pack up engines shortly. How much? Ooh, I can't use max rate calculator until this is finished being rebuilt. run further along, place some more down. Landfill, please. 500. I just need this little bit done, please. Come on, Logibots, travel faster. We'll move back up here. I just need this corner done. Don't need all of it done, not just yet. That is the right build, there we go. So, one more substation. Done. Okay, so that's the build put down. Alright. So you need blue circuits and speed modules, which of course need red and green circuits. Meanwhile, we had a half a steel build left over. How much do you guys use? A whole build. All by itself. Okay. Alright. But we need blue circuits. Blue circuits need 21,000. And this build needs 7. And you make 24. So I've only got 17,000 to play with. So if I put down a blue circuit build, it's going to only... I'd need 1 copper in here, the excess into the blue circuit build, with another copper into the blue circuit build anyway. Now how about reds? How much copper do reds use? 7,000. We're up to 14,000. If I add another one, that's 21,000. So, reds produce 7,000 reds. Speed modules need 13,000. So 2 red circuit builds run the speed modules. And we need 4 of those. See what we're getting at here? We're working out our builds one at a time. So if I take a red circuit build... No, if I take a... Put that one back. If I take a speed module build... What else comes in this build? Speeds and blue circuits. Where else do blue circuits go? Okay, hang on. You use 15,000. Blue circuits is... Oh, 1,500. So, a blue... So if I put a copper here... Okay, let's start marking the map. If I put a copper here... And the copper runs into a red circuit and a red circuit, which run into speed 1s. I've still got to have a blue circuit build that runs up to here as well. That's all your prerequisites. There's still a plastic train that's got to get up here as well. This copper makes 24,000. We're using 7 plus 7 plus 7. So we're using 20. 14, we're using 21 of the 24 that we make. So that runs that and that. That and that run that. How many red circuits do you need? 2,000. How tight were these builds? These were 7,100 into 13. So this red and red can also run this blue, which runs that. So we need a copper here, a red here, a red here, a speed here, a blue here. We need a green to feed into the speeds. Plus, then we're going to need... Hang on. A green circuit build. We need 15,000. You do 28,000. That's heaps. But a green circuit needs... It needs its own dedicated copper and iron. So if we do a green there... We then need another copper with another iron to run those two. Like this is only to do the rocket. This is forgetting all the other sciences, and we're already built down to about here. So 1, I think I'm going to need more space. 2, I think I'm going to need more landfill. 3, all that crap needs to get blown up. Really? We've got idle robots? Oh, we got idle robots. That means they've finished all their construction tasks. Okay. Whilst they have idle robots, let's remove another row of the Great Solar Wall. No, where's the blueprint? There's the blueprint. Place that down. Place that down. Place that down. Place that down. Yay, robots have got more shit to do. It's a little bit jagged through here. Alright. That's enough of that. Almost. Alright. Robots over there now have things to do again. Alright. I think that's as far as I'm going to get for the moment. I need to do a lot of landfilling and a lot of rearranging where these builds are actually going to end up. Also need to pack up the engine build in its entirety. Technically, I could just put it straight to storage, and chances are I'm going to link up with this network to keep building. Rather than take it all the way out and put it on its own dedicated train like I did with the other two builds. Yeah, this is going to get big. Real fast. And complicated. Because red circuits also need plastic from over here. build's complete. Alright, fine. We'll just trash it. Of course, you'll start building that one. Okay. Yeah, we need a lot of landfill. And I need to move these builds going north out of the way to put down more steel. I need to confirm how high that steel is going to go before I start filling in any further south. Because I think we're only going to fit another one build. And of course, this needs a return, which I've already put in, to get the iron ore train back out. On top of that, I did want to put in an emergency, because the way the steel smelters work, because we're going ore in productivity out to iron plate, and then we're only pulling in 5 5 per craft. So we're pulling in 5 ore per craft to make 5 iron plate, but because of the productivity, we actually make 6. Because we're only pulling in 5 to make steel, not 6, right? To make 1.2 pieces of steel per craft, we're actually going to get a surplus of iron plate here. So that's the other thing. I do want to try and fit in an extra train station along the top as like a booster iron, that I can siphon some of the iron off some of these steel builds when and where required for different builds. Just by having a train parked here, filled up, ready to go. Have all the inserters on account, which could be very, very difficult because the inserters don't actually reach. No, I need to fit the station in the middle somewhere. Okay. Still needs another look. Another look. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here again. Like I said, I said to you back in episode 91. This is where things are gonna get difficult. They're gonna get time consuming. And I'm unsure whether I'm going to optimize as I go or build and optimize, whether I'm going to stream some of this stuff or whether I'm just going to do it live and we'll work it out then. But this is 94, so this only gives me 6 episodes to try and get things ironed out. So what I will do is, between now and the next episode, hopefully we get... hopefully, low density structures teamed up with rocket control units, teamed up with the copper, the red circuits, the green circuits, the copper and the iron, the blue, the speed modules, all of this hooked up in a way that makes sense with the train tracks drawn in. Now this is all forgetting that there's no mines set up yet. There's no ore set up yet. I still need to do a lot of outposting to get some of this stuff running. Now, we do have our little stockpiles that need to be emptied. So I can use those to buffer some of these systems and get them up and running. Using shorter trains. Getting the system partially running and partially kicked off whilst we wait for outposting to be done. Well, whilst we wait. Whilst you guys wait for me to do a shit ton of outposting and getting some of those bigger trains with bigger outposts up and running. So yeah, it's gonna be a long week. Bear with me. Long week, long 2 weeks. Or probably about a week. Yeah, a week and a bit. It's gonna be a long week or so between now and hopefully, like I said, episode 100. Episode 100 is where I really, really hope to sort of kick things off, not at full scale, but at least actually start turning on these builds. Turn on the first train, which will then run through and actually start production kicking off. Meanwhile, they're trying to empty those to get it up and running. After everything's up and running, don't forget, this is still producing science. This is going to have to be decommissioned in a big way. Along with all the current oil outposts have to be swapped over to the new oil build. I will need some oil pumping in here just to keep making modules for assemblers, beacons, that sort of stuff. But a lot of this base can be turned off. Like all the old steam smelting can go away, definitely. So yeah, there's a lot to do. So as always, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope you're enjoying the series, even though it's a little bit all over the place. But this is what happens when you get towards the end, where train pathfinding is something you really, really have to think about. If I tried to feed all these trains out onto a main track and then back in, it wouldn't work. It would turn into a giant traffic jam. Because, yeah, all these builds have a lot of train traffic. Yeah. I'm just looking at science, like all the other sciences. This science train's got to get out and go pick up all the other sciences from wherever they end up on the map. And then back into satellite science or rocket science and then back out. Nightmare. Nightmare. So, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Do hope you're enjoying. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, all that sort of fun stuff down in the comment section below. Look out for streams over the next, I don't know, week or so. Yeah, watch out for some streams over the next probably 2 weeks. For me trying to get some of the other details up and running, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right.